SCF-Organic Farm presents a seed saving workshop. Here we have some okras that are being shelled out of the pod, separated from the pod so that we can save the seeds. The term for this is to thresh by hand. The pods that we have been dried and put into bunches. Now they're in a container being separated. In this one container there's thousands of seeds.
Imagine every seed has the potential to be an individual okra plant.
This is where we have removed the pods. There's still some fiber in there. There's still some trash that has to be taken out of the okras in order for them to be totally clean of debris and fiber. Using a technique with the fan to separate the husk and the pods from the seed. The term for this is winnowing. In the past, people would have to use the wind in order to separate the seeds. They would throw them over a torp or a sheet. As you see, they're getting more clean and more clean the more she separates them. And this is all to get down to that one seed so you'll be able to plant. Here's a field of bok choy that has seeded out. There you have them in bunches. She's putting them in bunches, separating them so that they can later on be dried out.
You got any estimation on how many seeds out here?
Well, there are millions of seeds. They're small seeds.
So this could be a total business itself.
Seed saving has become a multi-billion-dollar business.
You can hold a bunch of those seeds.
After we have saved the seeds, separated them, we're going to let them dry out on the torp so that they become dry. Now we take them back after thrashing. We take them back to the fan where we can blow the husk off of those seeds and separate them. Using the fan again, separate the seeds. We have two containers in place. One is for the seeds that fall first, which are usually the healthier seeds. That grades them out. The husk blows into the next container. It still may have other seeds in there, but we're grading them out. This is a little process that takes a little while of grading them out.
First grade seeds, and we have second grade seeds with all the holes.
This is a process where we continue doing this until the seeds get clearer and clearer and less debris in it. As you can see in this container, we have less debris. In the second container has more husk and more debris. So imagine at one time people would do this by using only the wind. They didn't have a mechanical device like the fan to blow the husk away. Did while they're doing out on a windy day over maybe some sheets. They would thrash the seeds, gather them up, and throw them into the wind over the sheets and have the wind work as a fan to separate the seeds. Wind winnowing is an agricultural method developed by ancient cultures for separating grain from chaff. It's also used to remove weevils and other pests from stored grain. Threshing, the separation of grain or seed from the husk and straw, is the step in the chaff removal process that comes before winnowing. Winnowing the chaff is the common expression used. And as we keep in touch with organic farming, we're doing it in a basic way that anyone will be able to do. As you see, the seeds are getting cleaner and cleaner the more times that we filter them over the pane. So our purpose is to try to get all of that trash out, all of that fiber, all the extra debris. Many people wonder, where do the seeds come from? Or a lot of people plant and never are able to get seeds. In order to get seeds, you need open-pollinated heirloom seeds. And from there, you will let your plant grow to full maturity, bloom, and produce seeds. If you have fruits, you would look for the best fruit, the most healthiest plant, to select the seed from the fruit. But in greens and herbs, you will let the herbs and the greens flower out. Over time, after they mature, they will begin to grow taller. They will start flowering out. And you can start seeing them go through a transformation. These are some greens that have seeded out. Set aside a certain amount of plants to seed out so that you'll be able to have seeds for the next crop. So this is a major part of farming, is setting out enough so that you can gather seeds. Here's arugula that's seeding out. After it seeds out, you can see the flowers that fall away, and there are the pods. While doing this process, you'll come to find out that you're not the only one that's out there in the garden. You will have insects. And what we have here is a bee. These are open-pollinated seeds, so the bee is very instrumental in helping with this process.
Self-pollinated plants can pollinate their own blossoms. Open-pollinated plants need bees and other insects to do the work for them.
In the future, you'll find that seeds will be valuable more than gold.
Tomatoes are the perfect example of wet seeds. Pour the seeds in the pulp into a large sloping bowl and add water. Healthy seeds will sink to the bottom of the bowl, while dead seeds from the pulp will float. Use your fingers to gently separate all. Fruit seeds such as watermelons or cantaloupes can be washed, cleaned off, and dry on a piece of paper, then separated and held in a closed, dry storage. Fun facts. Onions are often set out by both sets and seeds. Most people commonly set out onion sets, but onions are perfectly good for seeding.
And natural heirloom organic seeds that have not been genetically modified are resilient, even in the remotest parts of the deserts. Fatia and Azzy Mustafa, a couple that has been recognized for restoring heirloom varieties of crop that have been thought to have been lost, featured in the Saffron calendar.
In the harvesting process, saving seeds is also essential. Here, they're being graded between live peas and dry peas. Often you find dry peas in the field that can be separated from the live ones that are used for harvesting and eating, and the dry seeds can be saved later for planting. The next process of seed saving is packaging and storage. You can save seeds in a nice paper envelope, or you can save them in a plastic container. Mostly, preferably, you need to have them in a cool, dry place. And also you have to make sure that your seeds are dry. Here, what we're witnessing on the table is a bunch of different seeds that are packaged different. Some are in plastic, some are in paper envelopes. But the main important thing is to keep it in a dry, cool place and keep them away from heat and humidity, because that could cause germination. Also, you want to stick to your seed stock. And when you have seeds in stock, you need to plant them often as you can to keep them in stock and keep a fresh batch of seeds at all times. Here's some of the labels. These particular seeds are for the heirloom acreage seeds. Then also in this process, you could put some seeds and have them tested. On these packages and label, you'll be able to see when they zoom in closer the germination. So out of every 100 seeds, if you get 85 seeds, or if you do 10 seeds and 8 of them out of the 10 germinate, then you'll have a 80% germination. So that's how germination is determined. But you want to make sure that you keep your seeds active, you keep them stored in a dry, cool place in order for you to have them in the future. And also, not just storing seeds, you need to be actively planting seeds so that you can add to your stock so that they don't become stale or degenerate over long periods of time.
And we hope that you start saving your seeds and getting interested in heritage organic farming. Thank you.
That's the kind of thing they were doing.
That's the kind of thing they would do. Man, this year is another shot. Like this year ain't nothing but cash money sitting on top of the table.
At SCF-Organic Farm, we do not have a seed to wait. That's why we're planting them this way, so that we can maximize our seeds. We're starting to plant over again. As you can see, each section has one seed in it. And with heritage organic open-pollinated seed until they turn into a beautiful full plant. And then we'll have plants and seeds. This is Seed Saving Made Simple. We thank you for participating in this workshop, and we hope that you get interested in heritage organic farming and start saving your seeds.
Here's an illustration that makes seed saving simple. All you have to do is sow, select the best, grow, mature, extract the seed, clean, dry, and then pack. This is seed saving made simple. This project has been brought to you by SCF Organic Farm Ltd. This is a part of the Heritage Organic Dry Farm and Safety Training Program in partnership with USDA National Institute of Food and Agriculture. The seed saving workshop would focus on germination, proper storage, and seed banking for the purpose of conservation of heritage and heirloom seeds for the purpose of producing healthy plants and protein. Thank you so very much for attending our workshop. If you would like to stay in contact with us, you can visit us at www.scforganicfarm.com. Please look into our presentations and see what we have to offer.